Okay, I don't know what is going on. This is the strangest thing that ever. I tried to get on like 2 hours ago, but Jimmy wouldn't stop yakking. Oh my gosh, he picked the time to talk. Crap. Okay, you know, it was like forever. And I was like, it's getting really late. Okay, but so I tried to get on and I'm like, it's really late. And then I get on and nobody's answering me. And I think everybody's ignoring me. And I'm like, this is unbelievable. What does nobody want to tell me what I'm asking? Everybody's here. Nobody's listening to me at all. I said, like, what the freak was going on? Because nobody was here. And then I'm like, how is nobody here? That's beyond strange. And what is it, the end of the world? Brian Clan, is there a big drama going on? What's happening? Is that big drama still going on? Brian Clan just like, hi, whisper to me. Whisper to me, hi, Brian Clan. Newfie's like, is this real? I'm like, Newfie, we're on. And then I realized you guys were not seeing me or hearing me. Now I've got to be on in the stupid Zoom because Streamlabs wouldn't go on because of that stupid thing. So I'm on only in Zoom and I hate that, but I'll have to suck it up. And now I'm a big whining baby because then somebody's giving me 4 thumbs down, which is not cool. Even though I know where they're coming from, but hold on. Now I'm trying to just change, make sure this age is right. This is crazy. Hold on, because now I've got to go back and see you in YouTube with a delay. So I'm not going to understand. And let this stupid, while I sip my stuff ladylike. Okay. All right, so the Streamlabs is still working for subscribers. I think, let me see. I don't know why, but it's not working for, let's see, so I just want to see. Cupcake Rainbows, thanks for subscribing. This will put you there. I can see. All right. Let me go back to the chat. Is that the chat? So change the age. Come on. Oh, don't even tell me this is not going to work. Okay. So now I just have to go back and pull you up on YouTube. And hopefully you're there. Now, why is it all blurry? Is it blurry for everybody? Oh my goodness. Is everything blurry? I don't know what's going on. Is it all blurry? I brought my dainty sipper. Hold on a minute. Oh, there's already 5 thumbs down. Let me guess. Hi, Vala. Hi, Suri. Hi, Donna Marie. No bag looking. No, what the heck is going on? There must be some like crazy stuff going on. Judy, Kevin Leonard, Teacup, Gigi, Happy Bunny Witch, Two Scooter, Judy with an eye, Gigi, Whisper to Me, Jeanette. Amber. Let's see, Cupcake Rainbow. Thank you for subscribing. It's Bink. You love me? Okay, thanks. It's Bink. Ivy. I was talking to you guys. Diana, Gigi, Robin, Two Scooter, Lisa, Brian Clan, Kevin, Sassy Darcy, Jerry Nestler, Kathy. Let's see, Amber, I got you. Amber, thumbs up from you. Okay. Well, 60 up, 5 down. I've got 142. Here. The Brian Clan, Sharon, Mandy, Michelle G, Linda, Jeanette, Happy Bunny Witch. Hopefully the bots won't be as active as tonight. What bots were they? I missed the bots. Donna Marie. Deb on the Move, Mary Kim, Ivy, Jeanette, Grace. Let's see, who else is here? Paul D. Martinez. Hello there. You're a new name. Move to. You're not a new name. Hello there. Kathy, Judy with an I. I brought my straw. Yeah, so I can take dainty lady sips because there's something wrong with me. Newfie, you're here now. Yeah. To Scooter, Rachel Quinn. Did you guys see the new Jones Joy? Did you check out the new Jones Joy website? One of our Ramblers did that. Isn't that, did you check it out? I put it on the community page. You should check it out. Check it out. The link is there. That was a very nice thing. Rachel, her name is like gastric sleeve something. In the in here, yeah, I think she has 2 names that she goes by, but her first name is Rachel, Rachelle. Hey, Allison Ray, how are you? You should check it out. It's not blurry. Okay, good, Patricia. You're a new name, Patricia. Linda Schwarzy. Hey, you're another new name. Welcome. Julie Hart. Welcome. Allie Cattails, Tracy 75, Karen Riff, One Winner, Brian Clan, I got you. Darby Deb, hello. Mary Kim, Deborah Kent, Jeanette, I think Blue West. Hey there, Blue West. Scott Wild, hello there. You're new. Let's see. Avanette, you're not new. Hi. Leah Jane, you're not new. Hi. Okay, you're trying to catch up on the Tecia videos. Yeah, I hope you are trying to catch up on them. Hey, Rachel Quinn. Are you related to Jeanette Quinn? Are you her sister or her daughter? Tiffany Guzman. Where's Andrea Gonzalez? Adrian Gonzalez. Mandy. Janae. Okay. I think I got most of you. I missed you. I see you too. Hey, Cheryl McElroy. Thank you for becoming a deputy rambler. Group Eric. I thought that was Ann B. Davis in your avatar, Group Eric. Hey, you're not new? Group Eric? Okay. I've never seen you, but okay. Hey, Lori. Hi, Nana Patty. So, hey, Lisa H. Hey, Darwin. Hey, Nana. You were catching up on them at work, and you love listening to them at work. Okay. Rosie Bean. Okay, so we've got 77 and five haters. It's okay. You got to have some haters. If everybody likes you, you're doing something wrong. Hampshire Hog. Hampshire Hog. How are you doing? Were you the other hog that we have? That was some affidavit. I didn't get to it too, Scooter, because Jimmy wouldn't stop talking. It was ridiculous. I'm actually out of, like, almost out of breath. I'm serious. I'm not kidding around. It was, she read the whole thing. Haters gonna hate. That's right. Janae Ann is not new. Jeanette, Leah, what do you do for work if you don't mind me asking? Oh, there's Gastric Sleeve. Okay, there. Yeah, Gastric Sleeve is the one that did the website. So if you, I'll put the website, let me put the address in here and you guys can check it out for, you know, the Jones Joy Foundation, right? Okay, let's see here. Uh-oh, that was not it. Why am I not, hold on a minute. Oh, I know what oh, how stupid of me. Okay, this is the new website. Oh. There you go. Hi, Diana. Diana, hi, April. Diana says, Carolyn, why would anybody give you a thumbs up? You know what? I went to say hello to another creator tonight, right? Mm-hmm. And this person, I won't give their name, but I'll tell you that when we were doing the Watts case, they were one of those that always had something to say. And then they were going on other sites and bad mouthing me. Well, this person happened to be in that chat, right? So when I said hello, do you know what this person said? Something like, ugh, there's MRB, I hate her. Something really like, there's MRB, I hate, I don't know what it was. It was just a hateful, rotten, horrible comment that, what the hell was the point of that? Because I didn't do anything to them. And they just said, you know, like, there's MRB, I hate her. Hey, Mrs. McJagger, how are you? Isn't that teacup? I mean, it was so ridiculous. And then nobody even addressed it. No one else who was in the chat, and there were chatters that I knew that said things to me, but you know, nobody even said like, hey, that's not cool. You know, nothing. I'm like, okay, whatever. But it was just, I'm trying to remember exactly what they said. They just said something like, ew. They either said, like, it reminds you of like when you're 12, not even 12, when you're 7 maybe, and someone's like, ew, you have cooties. It was, that's exactly what it was. It was so childish and just rude and nasty. And nobody's talking to you. How old are you? 6? Tonight, Lisa. I went to say hello to another creator. And so I typed in, hi, whatever, hi. And this person goes like this, ew, MRB, I hate her. So something like that. I have to look at it, but it was definitely like, ew, gross, or so. It was a children's, and the person is not a child that said it. Take it as a compliment. You've clearly made an impression. Yeah, they're just a viewer. They don't even have a channel. I mean, it was crazy. And why did you say anything? It's just dumb. But anyway, then I went to see Trisha from Web Sleuths, and I got a better reception over there at Web Sleuths. So I went over there for a little bit, because she was talking a little bit about Letecia, and I just can't believe how many people still are touting stuff from these Facebook pages or wherever. No, not the creator. No. The creator didn't say that. The creator actually ended up saying, hey, thanks, Amari. But no, it was somebody in there. Hi, Grandma Mar. From a long time ago on, they used to have those differing opinions on Watts. Hey, yeah, girl, Cherry, where is You Go Girl? Haven't seen her in a while. You finally finished? You hate Letecia. But yeah. Now I will say, if you have not seen, and I hope he hears this, because I think he thinks I don't like him, even though we email each other. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't think he thinks I don't like him. I think he thinks that I yelled at him, or I don't know. I didn't yell at him. But so I do hope that he hears this, because I did tell him in his live that I will say, if you have not seen Gray uses video where he takes that footage from Roderick and shows that it's very possible that someone got out on the other side of the car, you should see it. Okay? Because there are still people going around and saying, actually, I'm smarter than the detective. I know more than the detective. I don't believe this happened. And ironically, they're also the ones that see ponytails and shadows and things like that. So yeah, you should go check it out if you have not seen it, because the affidavit is what's real. The amount of blood, they didn't just look at it and go, that's a lot of blood. They had an expert there that said someone is not going to lose this amount of blood. It's incompatible with life, the amount of blood that was lost. So somebody saying, yeah, not true. You don't see anybody, Diana. You see on the other side of the car, but you have to remember, you see, I don't want to even say shadow, because then you're going to confuse it with the other conspiracy. And this is not all shaded and all this crap, okay? Absolutely, Mandy. Absolutely. So you can go and you can look at it. We're going to deal with facts here. The facts are, no matter how we want to see it, there's facts. The facts are, Gannon was murdered in his room. Curious Georgia. He did a great job and also agrees that LT, who's LT? Was Curious Georgia? Did you even listen to what I said? Did you listen to what I said? Who's LT? I don't think Curious Georgia, I think Curious Georgia is here to fight, and that's pretty sad, Curious Georgia, that you're here to fight, because that is not what I said. Does anybody claim? Why would you come in here with an attitude? Lisa H, just tuning in, Letecia. Okay. I don't know you from Adam, Curious Georgia. And now you're saying I twisted his words. Did you think you should rewind the video and listen to what I said? Okay. I'll ask the chat here. There's almost 300 people. What were my words about Gray used? Were they positive or were they negative? Did I twist Gray's words or did I say the truth? Can somebody let Georgia know? Because I don't like being accused. Okay. So Curious Georgia, who I don't know from Adam, I said nothing but positive things. I told people to go to his channel and watch his video. And then you came in here and said, are you twisting Gray's words? If you thought I was, there's another way to ask coming in that way. You could have just said, what's that you said about Gray? Thank you. I appreciate your apology, Curious Georgia, because you and I don't know each other, and I did nothing negative or threw shade on him at all. Okay, I think she's probably jumping the gun because she's a big fan. Okay, but this is the kind of thing, even if she thought I said something, but she wasn't sure, there's a better way to ask. That's all I'm saying. It's just, we've got to be, not because we're in front of a keyboard, just type in anything. And Curious Georgia probably saw when I went to say hi, that somebody in the chat said something really nasty to me. Like, ew, MRB, I can't stand her. And I still came on here and said something positive, even though no one said anything, and said, you really shouldn't say that. What's the deal? Be kind. Why can't you be kind in the chat? But whatever. So, no, I was just trying to say, Diana, that there are still people that are going on and on and on and saying that they're smarter than the police and they know everything and they apparently have, all the facts, even though they know the affidavit doesn't give us all the facts. And they're better than the blood experts and they're better than this. And Gannon could have sustained that amount of blood loss and that, it's not true. And it's just, if we're going to go into another Watts thing, if you don't know that, we're going to go down the Watts hole, because you're going to have people that are going to now say, no, didn't happen that way. It happened this way. Can't you see the ponytail? So yeah, I'm just getting prepared for that. Hey, Knitting. Okay. I see you there, and he admits it. I just want to tell you that he admits it. He knows that he can be a jerk. He totally knows that. But what I'm telling you, and the reason I'm telling you, is because there's a video that he has, because people are like, I didn't see this, so it can't be so. And the video does show that, yes, someone could have got out on the other side of the car. Oh, Anna, yeah, pretty much, yeah. He does admit it, okay? And not everybody is going to like everybody. But the whole thing is, when you have people, okay, and there are conspiracy channels and whatever, but the problem is, I think, when you're dealing with victims of families, and this is fresh, and then people are creating things that aren't, that's what gives YouTube, all this, such a bad name. That's all. Anybody that has the audacity to say, well, I've got this, but I'm smarter than this detective. We're seeing a little glimpse of what they have. An affidavit doesn't have all the facts. The blood expert, okay, didn't even give in his report, but his preliminary report said, this is not, someone would not be able to lose this amount of blood in such a violent act and be able to leave the house. But would you believe that people are saying, yeah, no, they would? I think, no. No, I'm sorry to say, I'm smarter than them. How is it? I don't know, because people are wrapped up in that stuff. I don't know. But I guess, you know, the arrest affidavit was a job well done by a woman. Well, it's because there are people who will only make videos to profit, like the one lazy boy recliner who is still. Oh, no, 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 no. No, I don't claim at all. Not me. That's no, I didn't say that, Soul for Music, and absolutely not. I wasn't on that case. I'm not privy to all their stuff. When they say that he would not have survived that, I believe it. I could say, oh, well, maybe I would think that she would have done it somewhere else. But if I'm reading that, I'm not questioning it. Hey, Amazing Grace. At a will good. What is that? MS Lotus? Conspiracy theories are a big thing, always happen. Yeah, maybe it's just because like the emotions are too much for the families, and that's where it is, because then, yeah, I don't know. I just, whatever. Same at the same time. He certainly could not have walked to the truck if he did survive. Correct. Oh, well, good night. Okay, Canis Majoris, goodbye. Anyway, yeah, so emotions are super high around this case. Alethea says, yeah, but How many different videos are there of someone getting out of the truck? The only video that's been publicized. Oh my gosh, speaking of videos, who saw, oh my gosh, we've got to change gears for a minute. Who saw the video of Mark Sievers? Did you see that? I'm so mad, right? Did you see that? And then bursting out into tears. And do you remember the detective I told you had a really sarcastic side? Well, he was on, oh my gosh, he was so, remember when he was interviewing that friend of Mark's and he was being so sarcastic, but she wasn't picking up on it? And when he said something to her like, that was really nice of them, she goes, yeah, and he's like, oh, I was being sarcastic. Remember? Oh my gosh. Do you know they picked up Wayne Curtis Wright twice and he had no shirt on each time? And so they finally said, we arrested Wayne Curtis Wright again. I swear to you, they would have fit right in here. Do you know how somebody says to me all the time, and they say, like the people, the haters, they're usually haters, they say, how can she, say that? Isn't, like she's sarcastic about that guy that doesn't have a shirt on? Or they were doing that. They ripped apart that they go to Walmart and they're buying souvenirs and they're buying stuff for the beach. And this guy's so stupid. He brings his cell phone with him and the GPS. And then then Curtis Wainwright writes a Yelp review because the chicken wings that he got, Allie, wait a minute, it was both of them. The chicken wings that he got weren't good. So he writes a Yelp review that puts him right in there here, right? So they were just saying it was too much. They said about when they went to the trailer, they laughed at his email address. Oh my gosh, it was hysterical. You guys have to watch it. Thanks, Tiffany. It's hysterical. Yes, it was on Dateline tonight. 2 hours. They released new video. Remember, they didn't have the video of Mark because he was on the trial? They released Mark's video. Oh my gosh. And they released Curtis Wainwright. And they arrested Curtis Wainwright twice. And 2 times he didn't have a shirt on. It was hysterical. But the detective was exactly the way I told you. He was completely sarcastic. And he was saying, you can't believe this guy. Do you know what his email address is? His email address is like Jimmy.right, at Gmail. It's just crazy what they did. And the Yelp, did you watch it move to? Oh my gosh. And Mark, he'd be crying hysterically. And then he put on this huge act when they went out of the room. They said they know it was, he was talking to Teresa. He was going, Teresa, oh my gosh, Teresa, I should have been here to protect you. What could I have done? Oh my God, Teresa. And he's crying. And then they come back in and he's crying like that, like just going to town. And then he's like, I'm so emotional. I get so mad. And it was crazy. It was crazy. Okay. It was absolutely crazy. Hi, AR2. So you have to see it. I'm going to try to get the video and get it up. Oh my gosh. It was crazy. Who saw it? But just like the way they were laughing, they're like, we picked up Curtis, and again, he didn't have a shirt on. Oh, you don't know who it is? Don't you remember we covered the Sievers case? And then about the swingers, when they're asking him, at first he's like, no, we're loyal. And they said the further the detective leaned in, then the more partners came up. And there was someone named Caroline that he says first. Yeah, I have other ones up, but they just released these. I'll get them. Oh my gosh, they're hysterical. Curious Georgia. No, but it's Mark, right? And then, oh my gosh, he was going crazy. And then the mother, listen to this one, Mark's mother, they said that when he and Teresa were getting married, she pretended she couldn't tell Curtis and Mark apart. And she kisses Curtis right on the lips. And then Curtis kisses Mark right on the lips. Look at Jen. Since I missed it when it aired, now I'll never be able to watch it. In Canada, we were blocked from watching them online. You sound like I'll never be a teen model now. I'm sorry, Jen. No, you could. I'll get the videos. I can get their Discovery. I can't give you the show because they're crazy about copyright like that, but I can get the videos. But the show is funny because the detectives. Oh my gosh, it's very funny. But Mark was outrageous. Let me see if I can find it anywhere, like on a news site. It was outrageous. It was absolutely outrageous. Even a clip of it. Oops, what happened? It was absolutely hysterical. And then I got like 19,000 distractions during it. I have it on my DVR because I have to watch it again because my daughter's calling. I'm telling you, today was like crazy. Everybody wanted to talk to me today. Jimmy wanted to talk for like 3.5 hours. Daughter called about twice. Now my internet is so freaking slow. Come on. Let me see if I have to open up the other one. I might have to go on Microsoft Edge, which I don't like. And then someone will be like, she's yelling at her computer and she's yelling at her mouse. Isn't that right? This is crazy. Crazy. What is up with the internet? Okay, wait, let me see. Maybe if I get rid of this. I don't know. I'll give it a minute. I don't even know where you guys are now. I've totally lost you. I can't see anything because all I can see is my Zoom screen, not any chat. I don't know who's here. I can't see anything. It's just like if I was sitting here all alone. Because I couldn't come in Streamlabs. I'm biting my lips, so I have to put that on. Okay, now something's happening. Hold on. Get back to the chat. Let's see. Okay, now I'm on the Jones Joy page. Okay. Joel, lead me back to the chat, please. Who's subscribed? Fanzilla? Is that Fanzilla or Tanzilla? Thank you for subscribing. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, wait, let me see. Is that Mark? No, that's Mark's mother. That's my video. Huh. Maybe we don't have it up yet. Let's see, let's see. They had a lot of video of Teresa too, like doing her, you know that it's going to be on Netflix, right? Remember when Jimmy's girlfriend, baby mama, was on the stand and they said, did you go out to California and talk about something with Netflix? It's going to be on Netflix. So it'll probably be like another Tiger King. Yeah, because that story, I mean, that is just incredible. Yeah, I don't see him on yet. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be out when people see that. And of course, Netflix. Hold on a minute. What the heck is this? What in the world? Okay, so it was Teresa Sievers, right? Dateline will air Friday night. It's been nearly 5 years since the Bonita Springs Dr. Teresa Sievers was murdered in her home. NBC's Dateline, come on, move this. Special highlights entire investigation and how detectives were able to arrest all three men. Former NBC2 reporter Jacqueline Beavis is featured in the special, detailing her experience covering this murder from start to finish. She was able to provide Dateline with all the facts about the case, as she was our expert in this horrifying murder. The Sievers Dateline airs Friday, April 3rd at 9 p.m. That was tonight if you didn't get it. Christina Mendez has been working hard on her own Sievers special. Okay, there's going to be another, wait, let me see. She has an in-depth interview with the Lee County detectives assigned to the Sievers case. Huh, that aired yesterday at 6. But yeah, the Dateline. Let's see. I just wanted to see Mark's thing. Oh, you know what? Wait a second. Let me see something. Oh no, I'll find it. If you can't get the Dateline, it's in the Dateline. But see if you can find it online somewhere or on demand. It should be on demand, right? By tomorrow. And I'll try to get the Discovery. It should be up as well. Hold on a minute. What is going on? Where is the chat? Is mine? Arrest warrant for Letecia. Hopefully this is you guys. Okay, wow, I found you guys. Where is she live? I'm right here, Ave Maria. You don't see me? Where is who live? You don't see me again? Oh, who doesn't see me? Wait, your stepfather lives where? Where does your step-grandfather live? I don't get it. Okay, I don't know what Ave Maria is saying. Lisa H. Tiger King is awesome, Stacey. Yeah, we've been covering Carol Baskin, and then Letecia came out, and it's been crazy. Does anybody? I'm going to ask now. Can I ask something? Is anybody confused about anything in the affidavit that you want to go over? Because I'll go over a section with you right now. If there's a certain section you want to clear up with the affidavit, I'll pull it up and we'll go through it. Is there a certain section that you're confused about? You see me, Joe. Oh, Honolulu. Oh, no, I'm not in Honolulu. No. No, the Bryan clan says, no, I'm good. It's all good. Yes. Oh, no. But that's not in the affidavit. We're just going to go what's within the affidavit. It's not confusing to Anna. Why did she put tissues in her pants? Well, somebody made a good thing during the live and said that perhaps she had been using them. And when they said, we're going to get your DNA, she freaked out and said, well, I'm not going to put these in the freaking garbage, right? Because they're going to come and get them. I'm not going to leave what. So she stuffed them in her pants, and that's what makes sense. Some have no idea how much good he did if they have not watched his channel for the last 7 years. I don't know what we're talking about, Julie, at all. What are we talking about, Julie? Did she hide Gannon in the trunk of her car in a suitcase? Pink Rose, that is what it appears with the forensic evidence that Gannon was in the Tiguan. He wasn't in Al's truck. There's no forensic evidence. Okay, that's what I mean about, oh, look, don't you think you see a suitcase bouncing up and down? No, you don't. There is no suitcase bouncing up and down in the back. If someone keeps making you look at a blurry image and telling you that you see a suitcase bouncing up and down in the back, you're going to start to believe it if you trust the person. She put tissues in her pants, Nick. So yes, the forensic in the Kia, no forensic evidence. The blood that's in the back doesn't match anybody that's connected to this case. Where's Margarita Bill? Because he's going to be pissed when I tell him that I was right and I have to stand up. Why are you crying, Casbat? Joe. Oh, Joe. Dropped off since he was jail. Okay. When and where did she use a gun? Well, we have to wait on that for a little more, right? We have to wait till we hear about the body. But the crime scene expert, right, said that the way the blood spatter was, and the 50 droplets on the wall, something violent occurred. It could be stabbing, it could be that he was shot, and it could be that he was hit with a blunt object. But when they found Gannon's body, that's when they changed the charges. So what I think happened is then they found out that he was shot. Now, the other thing is, now that we've seen the disjointed thinking of Letecia, is it very possible that when she made up these stories, right? She made these stories up that she was at gunpoint. Did she shoot him post-mortem in order to make it appear that her story was right? Yes, Ivy, you did not hear wrong. That is correct. What I'm saying, could any of that be done post-mortem? Can you run down the timeline of where she was when? Sure, I'm going to say goodnight, loves. Good night, Janae. Right, because it's overkill. But I'm thinking, okay, let's look here. Maybe if I show you the, remember that she went back to the site with the Ultima, right? We don't know about the search on the Ultima. It doesn't say it in the arrest warrant about the search on the Ultima, right? Is that because the Ultima had been, I don't know. Hey, Janae, thank you. But do you know what I, good night all. Do you know what I mean? She's then made up these crazy scenarios. Now, there's another rumor that's going around that suddenly Eduardo changed to Quincy. No, he didn't change. It's another guy. Eduardo is Hispanic. Quincy is not Hispanic. The whole story changed. He didn't morph. Absolutely, Heather. The DA said that he knows more. This absolutely, you're preaching to the choir, Heather. Like a 10-minute recap timeline. Okay, from what point? From the morning that she left the house? No. Terrence was the driver for Quincy. Eduardo is a totally different person that doesn't even exist. Eduardo was the guy she said two different stories about, right? One, she met him. He was doing construction on a Sunday. She said, hey, you, what's your name? Eduardo. Hey, Eduardo, you know what? I've got some carpet that needs to be repaired. Oh, okay. How do you repair it? You can do that? Yeah. He doesn't want to come look at it. When can you do it? I don't know. What are you doing tomorrow? Well, I'm going to go shopping. All right. Can you give me the garage code so I can get in your house that you don't know me from Adam? And let me have the garage code tonight for your house. And then I'll just sneak in while you're shopping. Okay. So she thinks that sounded like a good idea. Sunday to Wednesday. Okay, so that's Sunday. That's her crazy story, Allie Cattails. And then what happens is that he assaults her, but then he's got her at gunpoint. So she's brought the gun in, okay? Says that Eduardo abducts Gannon, but he asks for a suitcase. She gets a brown suitcase and a cardboard box. So does she then shoot him post-mortem? Right? When she was sitting in her driveway and she was saying on the 31st, and isn't the 31st when she went back out to the spot with the Ultima? Did she shoot him post-mortem? She's definitely flying her freak flag. And that's being as kind as possible. Bella, she might, right? So it's very possible she shot him after the fact. You don't get how he walked to the truck. She must have lost it on him before, but not all the way to death. That came right after. And to because he wouldn't have made it, he would never have made it out with that type of blood loss. It's incompatible with life. So Sunday night, she claimed to Alley Cocktails, with a text that Gannon's been sick all night. So I'm not going to send him to school tomorrow, and I'm going to take the day off. But she already lost her job, Alley Cocktails, okay? She was already terminated, so she had no job. That's a big thing because she obviously didn't tell Al, and the marriage was already on the rocks. She's looking for guys. She's looking for military singles. She's looking for guys, you know, that'll let her watch her, that'll pay her to watch their kids. She's looking for guys without kids, you know, find me a new husband book and all that crap, right? I wonder if they can tell if he was shot post-mortem considering decomposition. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what the facts are. Okay, so where were we? Al says, I guess, you know, Al doesn't say that much, but just she calls Gannon school. That's confirmed. Now, the detective said that Letecia did send a text to her employer, but Letecia does crazy things like gets fake lie detector tests, or tries to at least. No, I don't think, absolutely not, Pink Rose. I think that Nintendo Switch, when she found out it couldn't be tracked, I think it was sold. Think about how Letecia wanted money. That Nintendo Switch, even if she sold it for half of what it was worth, she would have had some easy money, right? There are many of ways she could have sold that Nintendo Switch very, very easily. Very easily. Once she found out it couldn't be tracked. So the Switch, I do not believe she would have discarded it. That's worth money. She had a Poshmark account. She sold everything she could for money. It's not my theory. It's what I see with what happened. The fake lie detector company, yeah. Nintendos don't produce that much blood. Yeah, it wasn't the Nintendo that she hit him with. She wouldn't be worried about it if she. If she could, I believe she totally would. Amazing. Oh, yeah, Lisa. I don't know how far she thought of this, but I think when she lost her job, marriage on the rocks, and, you know, who knows what other stressors were going on, what she had done. My theory is she got drugs or something, and maybe the rape was real. Maybe the rape was real. Okay. I don't see that, Cheryl. I think that's completely fabricated. Horrible pain today. Eggs. Oh, sorry. Apple snap. It's just interesting to hear the way other people. Okay, so let me pull it up because I have to. I want to give you the right times, even though some of the times are very wrong. Where did I put it? Okay. Now, hopefully, let me see. I have to make sure you're going to see this when I slide this over because I'm in Zoom and not in Streamlabs. Can you, I want to make sure that it changes. You have to let me know if it changes. I have to, I'm not watching. I'm not watching on YouTube because it's too, I can't deal with it. It's too much of a delay. It's still not changing for me. Did it change? It didn't change for you, right? All right, I have to share it then. Hang on. It's not going to change like that. Okay. Hold on. So let me bring this back. And I have to share it. Okay. And I want to share screen 2 with you. Now I've got to put this back. Now it should change for you. Hold on, share. Now it's going to change. Ready? Hold on, I just have to make sure it goes up for you because I don't want to sit here and then it doesn't go up. Okay. All right, so let's go. Why do they? Oh, I see. Okay, so let's go right here to the murder. So investigators, plural, believe that Gannon was murdered by Letecia in the afternoon hours, right? After 2:14, after she returned home on the 27th at the residence, more specifically in his bedroom. So let's follow the timeline. Monday, January 27th, Gannon stays home from school. Based on text messages from Letecia to Al, Gannon was up most of Sunday. Al Gannon's up most of Sunday. He's got stomach issues. I'm going to keep him home from school. She does these searches on her phone. What's the age, that I can leave a kid home alone? What if your kid is homesick? Why she's doing that is either that it's calculated to show, what are you talking about? I even, I Googled this and I had to stay home from work because I couldn't leave him. Maybe she was even going to use that as a reason she lost her job, right? She sends a text. Now they say to her employer, well, she didn't have an employer. So she either just sent a text to them because she figured, who the hell cares? I just want to show Al I sent a text saying that her stepfather was hit by a car and he was killed, which is quite the excuse, right? She could have just said, let's say she had a job. My stepson is sick to his stomach. I don't have anyone to watch him. My husband is at National Guard training. And what am I going to do? I can't leave him home alone. But she doesn't think of that. She leaves the excuse that her stepfather was hit by a car and killed. Something that someone could easily verify to be false. But it seems she's very impulsive on certain things and doesn't think things through. So, all right, so we've got that. She did call Gannon's school. She did tell him that Gannon's not going to be there. It was a legal absence. Okay. It doesn't make sense. I know, Krista, a lot of this doesn't make sense. Okay, Lynette. So then she takes pictures of Gannon sleeping in his bed. And next to him in the bed is the Nintendo Switch. She has those on her phone. They say that there's also video that she took. Now, they could be referring to the video that night that she put on her Facebook page and then took down. Could be something else. I don't know yet what it is. We didn't see video. We can only go on what they showed us. They showed us photos that she took of Gannon sleeping. It doesn't make sense, Sapphire Breeze, why she would say her stepfather was killed. It doesn't. Okay, so they have, to support all this, the electronic evidence, such as time and date, stamped photographs and videos that were recovered from Letecia's phone. And then this is all supporting the murder, January 28th, at around, this is after Gannon's missing, 12:57, but prior to her going on the trip where they believe she disposed of the body, she does a search on Google, can Nintendo find my Switch? This is also detailed in a list of some of her search history in paragraph 141, and reasonably occurred because she was contemplating how she would dispose of the Switch. They can't search it, so I think she would have sold it, is what I think. Because we don't know yet if it was recovered with the body, because we don't have that report. Ultimately, investigators located video surveillance, right, from a neighbor's surveillance camera that showed what investigators believed to be Letecia and an individual that appeared to match Gannon's physical description depart the residence in the Nissan Frontier on or about 10:16 on the 27th. That time changes a little bit. Before they went there, she left her phone and she turned it off. Before 10 o'clock, she did not turn it back on until 2:45 in the afternoon. Based on the ADT security, no one was in that house, so no Eduardo laying in wait. No one was in the house during the hours they were gone. The Petco that she went to was about 30 minutes away from the house, but she did not get there, to the checkout. It was 60 minutes because it was at 11:22 if she left at 9:16. So that was 60 minutes later. So there's 30 minutes. Where was she? Getting something to eat, getting a burner phone. What do we know? Meeting with someone, selling the switch. Who knows? Letecia's historical cell phone data, detailed information about her iPhone status, and a text message. So then there's a text message sent to Harley, because this is what's very strange. They took Gannon's phone. Okay, so there's a couple of things here. Did she not know that he had the phone? I don't know, but she would have been close enough to the house to put it away if that was the case, because at 10:37, which would have been like 15 minutes, right? Maybe a little more, 20 minutes from when she left, there's a text to Harley that reads, Tecia left her phone at home. If you need her, text me. So very strange, because why leave her phone and have his? Now, the only thing that I'm thinking is that she wanted to have his phone to show that he was with her, to have him send the text to Harley, to have him get the text from Al. Maybe Al told her, I'm going to text him when he gets up. I'll tell him about, because they punished him, okay? Because his text to Al said, can I play, what was it, Zelda at least? No, not today. So she may have known, maybe she said to Al, I don't want to be the one here always, okay, well, he's sleeping now. I'll give him a call around such and such a time. So she might have wanted to have the phone there. She also might have wanted, what I think happened, she had a different plan, but her plans are really poorly thought out. I think she might have even thought she was going to have someone think he was so upset. Maybe this is where this whole candle thing came in, and this punishment, that he was so mad, right? That he's like, you're not going to tell me what to do, right? And then she's going to say he ran off. And if he had the phone, right, the phone is going to show his location. So what does she have to do? She has to shut the phone off. Well, if she shuts the phone off, she did a search, will it still be traceable? And I think between that and maybe somebody didn't show up, or somebody, it wasn't as quiet as she thought it would be, or she thought it would be easier, whatever it is, I think something changed. Because I don't see any reason to bring that phone otherwise. It doesn't make sense. Okay. So there's a message. No, so he sends the message to Harley at 10:37. Then the next thing is she's at Petco at 11:22. They have a receipt, but there's no video of Gannon at all. Remember, she frantically looked through doors. She went back to Petco. All of that could be she was trying to set things up that maybe, her stepson ran away or something. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know why she would have brought his phone if she left hers there. Okay, and then she had what? She had an Apple Watch on too, right? Isn't that what she said? She had an Apple Watch on that was going to track her location, but we don't hear a message about the Apple Watch. So did she shut the Apple Watch off? She might have had the Apple Watch on, but was the Apple Watch not charged? When my smartwatch is not charged, it doesn't record anything. She's at school, Apple Snapple. So between 11:22 and 1:22, 2 hours, her whereabouts are unknown. So she went somewhere. She went somewhere for lunch. Could she have went somewhere to think? Could she? Who knows? At 1:22, she's back again at Petco making a second purchase at North Nevada Avenue. And Al then sends a message to Gannon's phone, which was received at 12:06. So in the time she was unaccounted for, and reads, "Hey, buddy." The response is, "Can I play Zelda at least?" Al says, "Not today." So what was going on? She might have been scouting for the site she was going to come back to at night. Okay. She might have wanted to have him around with her. I don't know. She might have been badger. I don't know what's going on. She might have, did she go? She said she went to, what also I don't hear in here, she went about that sports equipment stuff, but they don't have any surveillance footage from there. And they should at least have something. So that could be a complete fabrication. And then the bike for Al, and headphones for Al. No, she couldn't do it, Allie, because the amount of blood loss in the bedroom is not compatible with life. There's no way he walked out with that amount of blood loss. Plus his body, they show a blood trail leading to the Tiguan. Okay. All right. A significant event occurred in Gannon's phone, on Gannon's phone at about 1:43, which is prior to arriving back at the Stauch residence. There was an internet search for, "Can my parent find my cell phone if it's off?" So right there, when they say the word significant, a significant event occurred. Why is it significant? It's significant to me because I think what the investigators think, she was going to do something, but then she got a glitch, and the glitch was, oh crap, what about the phone? I don't know. Why would she search for that? Can my parent find my cell phone if it's off? And then she said she conducted that the same way, and it said, it depends on, let's see here. can I find my phone if my cell phone is off? And learned at first answer return says the answer to your question depends on what method is being used to track your location. Right? So maybe she was thinking of doing something out there, but bringing the phone home, okay? Saying that he disappeared the way she did, but then being afraid that that phone was going to track the location where she would have murdered him. Right? You have an Apple Watch theory? Okay. So I have to give a lot of thought to the phone. I really do. And usually this stuff comes to me as I just talk it out. Because I have to know that she knew that phone was with her, his phone, and she shut her phone off. And then they're saying a significant event happened at 1:43, which is prior to arriving back at the residence. There was an internet search for, can my parent find my cell phone if it's off? So if, let's say, she wanted to take care of things out there, return back home, go with that story she said, that he went to a friend's house, didn't come back, and he left his phone at home because he did that search, well, then would it show she was at these places? Well, that's okay, because that's what she ended up doing. But if she didn't bring the cell back home, I don't know. I can't figure this part of it out. It's very, I thought about that I'm bleeding was Sunday night. No, first of all, that I'm bleeding was not said. That wasn't said on the original video. I think she was thinking that Gannon didn't have his phone, so she sent the text after finding out. But she was only, Carla, she was only minutes from the house when they sent the text to Harley. So if that was going to totally foul up her plans, she could have easily brought it back. It's very, very odd. I think the burn in the carpet was actually blood. Then you have, this is what happens when children fall. Okay, so the phone, I still have to work that out. I wish I had. I don't. I have to process that. Anybody in the chat think they have the phone figured out? Why she would have brought the phone? Why they say a significant event? I think because it's significant is because that's when the plan changed. It's significant because, oh crap, You have both? All right. Oh, hold on. I've got to stop sharing then. Okay, hold on. I wish there was a way that I could just not have to stop. Why would this? All right, let me try. No, I'm going to have to stop sharing then. Okay. Hold on a second. This is so, I just hate doing this without Streamlabs because it drives me insane. Sorry, I had to return an email. Okay. Where was I? Now see, now I'm all lost. This is, because I'm not in Streamlabs. You didn't get it, Apple Snapple? And now I lost my, oh, here it is. So I wonder what happens now if I go back to share and as, okay. So if I say share the screen, it'll be screen 2. Hey, Apple Snapple.
Hey, Carolyn. No, okay, so here's my theory. So I have an Apple Watch and I have an iPhone. And I know if I have my Apple Watch on a certain setting, it just shows it looking like a digital watch, nothing more. Like an analog watch. It doesn't have any internet settings on, tracking settings on, anything, nothing at all.
Okay.
And if I'm away from my phone, like personally mine will work without my phone being next to me. But I know one of my coworkers, if she doesn't have her phone next to her, her Apple Watch won't work for anything. It just works as like a clock.
All right.
So that's my theory about her leaving maybe her watch on her, but not her phone. And then I agree with Matt on the whole thing of if her phone was at home and Gannon's, sorry, my mouth is all swollen, and Gannon's phone was with her and Gannon maybe, she could prove that they were in 2 different areas at the same time because the tracking on it.
So, oh wait, hold on a minute. If Gannon's phone is there.
So if Gannon's phone's with her and her phone is at home and she's driving wherever, Petco, wherever,
right.
Or at another time she can go, well, I wasn't with Gannon then. You can see where Gannon is here.
Okay, but she would have to wait a second.
Not necessarily.
I'm trying to follow this. So are you saying that she would leave him somewhere and purposely want his phone to be tracking something?
Yeah, possibly. Or just regular.
It's a significant event that she does that search at 143.
Right. And then the terminology of can my parents find my phone if it's off? I would think he would put can my dad find my phone or my mom find my phone if it's turned off. I don't think a 12-year-old would say parent necessarily.
Right. So we know it was her, but why would she do the search?
To make it look like him, even though the terminology was poorly written. Like, I think she just put it on there.
But it just doesn't fit with the time. Like, I mean, she says eventually that he left at 3:15.
But they have no proof of him leaving at 3:15.
Right.
Because my concern is when she backed up the truck to the garage, was his body in that suitcase? Because the suitcase was in the back of the truck then.
Yeah, I think.
So when she was gone, I think that's when something happened. But I don't understand how they're trying to figure that he was killed in the house.
The amount of blood loss is too much. And the blood spatter on the wall is a violent act. So
right, but with her saying, so there's a difference between blood spatter, blood splatter, and blood smears, because she was saying how he smeared the blood on the wall.
Right, but they're saying it's not compatible with a blood smear. It
Yeah,
wasn't wiped on there. It was violently splattered on there, spattered on there.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's the whole thing is very weird.
Like
I
this is a
still,
whole nother level of a case, but like with the phone, with her phone at least, I think that she had her watch on her and not her phone. And her phone was at home, but it was her watch was on a setting where it couldn't be tracked.
well, yeah, they don't, I mean, they don't mention the Apple Watch at all, and that would be something that I think that they would mention very
In the
early.
affidavit,
And they
yeah.
don't even mention seizing it, which is weird. So was she lying the whole time and didn't have an Apple Watch on? Because she
I thought I
lied.
saw I might be wrong, but I thought I saw it when they were doing the interview.
Okay, but we don't know that she had it on. She lied
During
all
during the
freaking
thing.
time. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
she might. Yeah, I think you just have to negate it because they didn't mention it. And I think if she had it, they would have seized it.
Right. I
Right?
don't know.
These
Like
Chris Potts's and you know.
this whole thing, it's
I want
like
to bring him up again.
it reminds me of Jodi Arias. It reminds me of the woman who drowned her babies.
Andrea Yates.
Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of that, saying, oh, this person did this or this person did that, when they don't even exist.
But what about? I mean, Jody at least made up a reason why she didn't tell anybody about the home invasion at first.
Right.
But
Right.
I mean, unless they left it out, Letecia wasn't even that, you know, smart to say. Eduardo said, "Hey, you tell anybody, and I'm coming back, and I'm going to massacre you all." Right?
Right. She didn't. I didn't hear anything about this until this affidavit was released. I don't know about you.
No, the only thing that I did hear is when Marie Antoinette came and said something about there was a guy involved, and I'm wondering if these stories with Eduardo and then with Quincy came out and somebody got wind of it and heard it, and that her cousin, Marie Antoinette's cousin, heard something that there was a guy involved. That
Right.
Letecia said that there was a guy involved. I don't know. That's where that came from.
Yeah, but I don't know. I thought I'd call in with the whole Apple Watch theory.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't have a theory. I don't know what's going on.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go back to
chat not working.
chat. The chat keeps jumping for me. I don't know about everyone else, but it
Mine's
keeps
not
like
even like on the right.
mine will be way up front, like way almost at the beginning of when I came in, and then it will drop down, and then it kind of like flashes up and down. And I've reset my phone.
Oh,
so I
wait
don't
a
know.
second. I'm on the wrong one. Okay.
Oh, okay. I don't
Yes,
know. I'm
I
having
see. Now I
trouble
see it.
inside a
Okay, got
little
it.
bit, but
All
I
right.
hope everyone has a good night. Sorry, I'm a little
All right.
swollen still from surgery.
Oh, that's all right. Okay. All right. Take care. Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So, where are you guys? At the end of that sick audio, she conveniently timed to. Okay. So, let's see here. What did you stop for? She said Gannon was burned with a candle. She said that to explain the blood on the wall that she supposedly shouldn't know anything about. Does anybody else have a theory for why she brought the phone and why it was significant that she did the search at that time? Anyone? You heard she had a brain injury in November and you're curious about that. What, did that come from a Facebook group or from her, you know? It makes no sense to leave her phone at home. She drives me nuts. I think Matt. Where's Matt? Where's Matt? Matt, where's your theory? Do you want to call in? Is Matt going to call in? You want to call in, Matt? Do you want to call in, Matt? Because I didn't see your theory. Referring to the very end with the wet cough, as well as the tone when saying, he didn't say I'm bleeding. That was added. Something was done to the end of that tape. He didn't say I'm bleeding. Though, wait a second. I just thought of something. Maybe she took the phone because if she didn't take the phone and Al was worried about his son being sick, she was supposed to be staying home with Gannon, right? Or if he called, he'd be pissed off. Now, was she trying at first to pretend they were home? And she was texting Al back? I don't know. Matt says she brought the phone, Gannon's phone, with her so that she could prove she was in a different location than him because her phone was at home. I don't get that. And then what, at 1 something, she just decided that that's not going to work anymore, and I'm going to let them know that I went out, because right away we knew she went out that day. Remember, everybody was saying, why would she take a sick kid out when we first heard about the disappearance, right? Why would she take a sick kid out? Did she take him to the doctor? All of that was coming out. And then she said she didn't take him to the doctor. Then why did you let him out to play? No, wait a second. The first time he went missing, she said he stayed home from school. At 3:15, he went to a friend's house. She never mentioned, right? She never mentioned going out. Then she came up with the hockey stuff and the bike for Al and headphones for Al, right? Stacy, she had plenty of time before Lena arrived. They got home at about 2:15. She had an hour. She had an hour, and then she sent Lena outside. And then she sent Lena outside, and then she had Harley come pick Lena up and go to the dollar store. And then they didn't get back until after 5 o'clock. So she literally had like 3 hours. She said right away that she had to bring him to the doctor, right, and then give it the Malanta or whatever she had him get. And then she started putting her at Castle Rock. We went to get Al a bike in Castle Rock. And then she started putting herself out in the Palmer Lake when she was hearing what was the searches going on there. She texted it to people when someone asked her if Gannon went to school that day. Puzzle pieces, good job. So yeah, I don't, yeah, man. Oh, God. So it's a very wacky thing. It's 9:30 in the UK. What time is it here? 4:32. All right, so let me put this up again. Where is my... Okay, now I've got to share. Where's my Zoom? I'm getting so hungry again. Okay, so you should have that, right? Right. Significant event occurred in Gannon's phone, 1:43. Prior to going back to the house, she does the search, and this investigator looks at the parents, singular, but then says that Letecia did not get rid of the phone for fear it might be traceable. The Nissan Frontier returned to the residence at about 2:20. Search warrant authorized by this court was executed on that Nissan and found no indications of blood vehicle. Letecia had been without her cell for hours, yet her screen was not unlocked until approximately 2:45. Why? Because Letecia had some stuff to do 25 minutes after coming back in the residence. And during the 25-minute period, there is motion activity both upstairs and downstairs. Lena comes home from school at 3:15. During a recorded forensic interview with investigators, Lena stated that when she returned, Letecia told her Gannon was asleep in her bed and that she could not see him. Letecia told Lena to go outside and play, and this investigator is believing that Lena was told to go outside and play because Gannon was likely dead. Letecia's cleaning up blood from inside the house. At about 3:55, Al sent another message to Gannon's phone. Hey, buddy. And this message wasn't read until almost 4 hours later. It is likely that Gannon was already murdered by Letecia at the time Al sent that message. And based on the exterior video footage, Harley arrives home in the white VW Jetta at 4:42. At or about 4:52, she picks up Lena at about, at that time, they go off to the dollar store. At 4:52, Letecia sends the text message. I need garbage bags. I need 2 containers of the carpet powder, right? And I need baking soda. Investigators do not believe that Harley was present when Gannon was killed, and Harley was at work on the 27th from 8:30 in the morning until 4:15, and investigators were able to verify this with her employer. No, Diane, she got home at around 2:15, 2:20, and it was probably right after that. She turned her phone back on by 2:45. To be clear, investigators have not located any evidence that any person other than Lena and Letecia had access to Gannon's house, to their residence, to Gannon, between approximately 10, where are we? 10 and 5:34 on the 27th. Your affiant has reviewed the body-worn camera footage obtained from the deputy and responded to the residents. After responding, Letecia provided verbal consent for detectives to search the house for Gannon. By the way, of a timeline, the patrol responded 3 hours after Letecia initially called 911. And she called around, what'd she call, around 6:55, right? And said he was supposed to be home an hour before at 6. And then the Tiguan was backed all the way into the garage. And then afterwards, knowing where the blood was in the garage in relation to the Tiguan, as well as the blood on the bumper, and then the other evidence inside the car, it's believed that Gannon's body was transferred to the back of that Tiguan, along with probably that bedding that she took off. This photo comparison is significant, okay, because the placement of the bed was different from in the morning when she took the pictures. The placement of Gannon's bed is in the immediate location where his blood, based on DNA profile, was found on the wall, the carpet, and on the concrete. These details are discussed below, and a large volume of blood appears to have been in the area. For the purposes of comparison between the images, it appears that although the sheet may still be the same, the blankets are different, and the pillowcase, if not the whole pillow, is different. So she submits that a logical explanation for the missing bedding is that they likely were saturated in blood after Gannon's murder, and they were removed by Letecia to clean up the murder scene. Furthermore, investigators were unable to locate the bedding in the residence during any of the approximate 5 searches that they conducted. Another photo was recovered from Letecia's cell phone that shows Gannon's bed was not pushed directly against the wall by the head of the bed. This photo articulates the ability for blood to get on those walls and floor in the corner of the bedroom. Al stated the positioning of the bed is unusual and that the bed is usually pushed up against the wall. So Al, we know, was away. He didn't get back until the morning of the 28th. Letecia went to pick him up. She brought the Tiguan to the airport. She put it in the short-term parking lot. She rented a Kia Rio, picked Al up in the Kia, told Al the reason she's doing that is because she's worried about the mileage, but it doesn't make any sense because she only put 71 miles on the Kia. The invoice that was given to Nancy Grace had to have been manufactured because it is not at all what law enforcement sees here. Okay. Between the investigators and Al, a limited search was done for the Tiguan. She wasn't truthful to Al about where her Volkswagen was. She told him it was parked near a school. It was really at the Colorado Springs airport. She went back there in the evening on January 28th at around 7 o'clock. How she got there, where she put the Kia, did somebody drop her off, what happened, we don't know. But she got the car out of the parking garage, and they don't know her whereabouts. They know that she went there, but they can't account for all of her time from that point through to 11:30 the next morning when they found her at the car wash after she brought the Tiguan into the sheriff's office for the interview that was supposed to be at 10 o'clock, but she arrived at 12 o'clock. They saw not the Kia, the Tiguan. The Tiguan was wet. They said, oh my gosh, the Tiguan's wet. Why would the Tiguan be wet? Did she go to the car wash? They went to the car wash. They looked at the surveillance footage. Yes, they see an SUV that fits the description of her Tiguan, and it was being washed. So the Kia is used, this investigator believes, because she could not have picked Al up with the Tiguan because Gannon was in there, or evidence of the remains or whatever. So you could not go with that. So she got the Kia, and when they searched the Kia, the things that they noticed with the Kia is that there was a large amount of mud under it, but they didn't feel that was very significant. They took the air filter to see if they could glean something from air particles. And in the trunk area, they did find a blood stain, but the blood was comprised of two individuals, and the major male component was not Gannon, and it wasn't related to anyone in the case. So they just believe that it was someone else that rented the car that has nothing to do with this. Yes, I'm aware of that, Teresa, but his body was probably first put in that area by Palmer Lake and then transferred from there to Florida. Okay, so her Tiguan is very significant in this case. And the search warrant reveals possible traces of blood on the rear of the vehicle, rear passenger seat, front passenger seat, an area near the glove box based on the luminal forensic latent blood stain test. Swabs from the trunk area. Now see, this is where it gets iffy. The trunk area, they're talking about the Kia now, okay? But it's melding together because they just put it together in this part. Were sent to the Metro Crime Laboratory. The result revealed that the DNA profile could not be developed, and the swab from the trunk was negative for the presumption of blood. Wait, this is not the one. This is, no, that's the Tiguan. Okay. But there's blood on the bumper in the back. There's blood on the, where were we? The rear of the vehicle, the rear passenger seat, the front passenger seat, or a again, she goes into the luminol. It could react with something else, but this is not the only reason they want this arrest warrant, but this in conjunction with everything else is supported probable cause. Several areas of the Tiguan reacted to luminol as mentioned. Specifically, The search team found evidence of suspected blood on that rear bumper, on the step plate of the rear bumper. The location of the blood is significant because the vehicle was backed into the garage at Letecia's residence the day of Gannon's murder, and the search of the residence is discussed, but it is noted that there is evidence of Gannon's blood located on the garage floor consistent with where the rear end of the Tiguan would have been. And you see this is luminol reaction on the rear bumper of the Tiguan. Here's another thing. Within the Tiguan, a receipt from a dollar store was located, time-stamped January 27th at 5:14, and documented the purchase: trash bags, baking soda, vinegar. Okay, so she got vinegar as well. There's the vinegar. They left that out of the front. She gets all this. Why is the receipt in the Tiguan? Well, maybe Harley brought it in. Maybe Letecia was cleaning up. Maybe Letecia took it and put it in the Tiguan. Maybe we don't know where it was found in the Tiguan, right? We don't know where. Could be that she said, oh crap, I better get rid of this tomorrow. And she could have forgotten to get rid of it. I don't know what else to tell you. Why would she put it there? Also included in the dollar store purchase was baby oil, baby lotion, cotton rounds, bubble gum. Investigators do not believe these items were involved in the cleaning of the murder scene and likely had no investigative value at this point. The parking receipt for the Colorado Springs Airport, short-term parking, shows that it left the airport. She left on or about 8:30 hours, and then that was in the morning. She left it there. Then she took it out of there a little after 7 p.m. on the 28th. These police did an excellent job. Right, Betty? Okay. They download the telematics. They stored electronic data for the Tiguan. A more in-depth exploitation of the Tiguan's electronic system, more specifically its historical locations, were developed and will be discussed in more detail in the paragraphs below. Investigators were able to determine some of the locations of the Tiguan, and we know she was by that 105 South Perry Park Road in Douglas County where the particle board was found. She made up that ridiculous story with Quincy Brown to explain why she would have been there and Gannon would have been riding a bike. Just nuts, all this stuff that she's doing. Oh, wait, Matt wants to call in. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, sorry, Matt. I just sent the number. I didn't see that. Okay, so and that time I didn't have to stop sharing my screen. I know what the deal with that is. Okay. I don't know what is going on. I'm on the wrong video. I'm in the wrong chat with you guys. I'm in some Lori Vallow video of mine. I don't know what the heck just happened. Hold on, I've got to get this off full screen. Where is my Arrest warrant. Is this the current video? No, that's not the current video. I'm getting rid of that one. Video details. I don't know what happened. Okay, here's this. No. All right, let me go back to YouTube. Okay, there I am. I don't know why it's got that dark picture. Okay. So, all right. So Matt, I got your number. Matt. I don't know why there's two pictures of me on Zoom. Anybody have it? That's weird. I sent it to Matt. I sent him the number. I don't think her original plan was to move him. She probably got the idea when people speculated he was trafficked. She probably thought getting him out of the state would exonerate her. Okay. Michaela Pennington, that's real news that they're opening the case on Carol Baskin. They asked for tips. Yep, that's real news. All right, so where the freak is my Zoom? Oh my goodness, really? We can't get to 200 with 502 people here? That's pretty bad. Don't make me have to buy them. Not that I wouldn't do that. That would be pretty pathetic. All right, so I would think she would be the first suspect, being that she was the last to see Gannon. Correct. How come you're still, I'm lost. Oh, I see. Oh my goodness. Now I see what I was wondering why the screen wasn't moving. Why are you still, I don't understand why you're still seeing Zoom. I don't get it. How come I have two Zoom windows open? Nobody understands? I think my thing is seriously delayed. My windows should be shut, but how come I'm still there talking? I guess I could just go and do that. Oh, hi, Matt.
Hey, Carolyn, how you doing?
Okay, are you just on the phone?
Just on the phone, yeah.
Okay, because otherwise, yeah, if you were on video, I would take the affidavit down.
Oh, no worries. You can keep it up.
Oh, okay. Let me just
Yeah,
turn the volume up a little bit because they probably can't hear you because I held on one sec. Just
Oh, it's okay.
okay. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's just kind of a crappy night because I took my wife into the hospital around 6:30 because she was having chest pain and she's only like 34 years old, but she was having chest pain, and I took her in, and they don't let any visitors in here in the hospital, so it's 3:00 in the morning right now, and they said she was still in there right now. So I'm just listening to your show and just trying to stay awake.
Oh, wow. So does she have a cough?
She had a bit of a cough. She had a COVID test a couple days ago, but she's just one of those people that they're like kind of the high risk people. So it's like I'm just kind of worried about her right now. But
yeah,
they'll probably phone me back in the morning, a little bit later, probably. So
did she get her result?
Yeah. Yeah, she was negative for the COVID, but then she was saying she was having some chest pain today and stuff like that. And yeah, it just
could be anxiety.
Yeah,
Is she anxious at all?
She does get anxious. Yeah, she does get anxious, but she's had some health problems lately. So,
well, prayers okay, and let us know how she's doing.
Yeah, will do. Yeah, this is a interesting case, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't really know too much about it yet, but it's just strange how these parents, they just they just start to feel like their kids they just get rid of them, and it's just like,
yeah, it's getting crazy.
Like they're trash basically. It's so terrible.
It is.
And yeah, like like these and it's lately all these crime stories is about kids. It's just so terrible. So
I just saw another Ohio, beautiful, gorgeous little boy, like 2 or 3. And it said that, the mother first said he was injured, and now she's being charged with his murder.
Yeah, I just watched a Scott Reich video today, and he showed one of another kid that just fell between the cracks and probably should have been apprehended by social services, but they posted pictures of him on Facebook of his bruised face and stuff like that, and nobody said anything.
Oh, I saw that kid. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that was pretty crazy. Like they just fall between the cracks and
too much. I mean, they should be held accountable because it's too much. You hear every time, oh, the caseload is too much, or we didn't know this. We wanted to keep the family together. We thought they were okay. It's so many times they're killing these kids.
Yeah. I just wonder if this Al, I wonder if he had any inkling in his heart that she was a bad woman or something like that. Cause she's just brutal, just to do this when he was away at work and stuff like that. And
thanks, Apple.
I don't know, maybe just spending so much time apart just drove her crazy or something. I don't know, but she's.
Yeah, I don't know. Was she coming unglued? It would be interesting. Was she always like this? Did she make up stories like this?
Yeah.
The stories are just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. The one thing I was thinking about, if she has this rental car, I bet you. I remember one time when I was in Florida, there's a bunch of toll booths down there. I wonder if she went through toll booths with that car, and maybe they could kind of trace what happened there. But yeah, I'll have to just kind of. I never listened to the full affidavit of what you said there, so I'm gonna have to listen to that because that would be really good to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of information in there, but then you can keep going over it. And the one thing I'm stuck on is this phone and what, if she had another plan that fell through and then she had to, she got flustered and then went back home and, and everything started to fall apart from there. I don't think she had a really good plan. I just don't think she's a very smart woman. Like some people would be like, oh, she's so smart. She's always thinking a step ahead. No, you don't see that. She's not very smart. She's always with what she's doing.
I don't understand why she put the body in that one spot, and then she decided to rent a car, throw the body in the trunk or in a suitcase or whatever, and then take it down to Florida. Like, I don't understand that. And like, how could she account for her time? Like, what did she explain to Al? Like, oh, I'm just going away for a week or something? Or
well, I think
she's from.
Their marriage probably was broken by that point because of all of what was going on. And I think she particularly started a fight with him in order to get out of the house that night so that she could go around without somebody, watching her actions.
Yeah.
And she had the perfect thing. His ex-wife was coming in, right? So she could have easily said, this is ridiculous. It's going to be, you're going to have her here. I'm gone.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable that she took him down to Florida. And then I've heard you say one time in a different video that like people are saying that she threw him off of a bridge or something like that. But then you can get to the spot where he was by walking down a path or something.
Yeah, there's fishing and tackle shops underneath, and there's roads that go underneath. So, and that again, where that bridge was on the road she was at was something that's frequented by locals and not tourists. So that's why I keep thinking in that location, did she know somebody on a military base? She was searching for military singles, right? Did she connect with somebody that was stationed down that way?
Yeah, it would kind of make sense that she would have some assistance,
At that
doing this.
Maybe up to that point she didn't, but who knows? It's just
weird.
Find him.
It is weird, and it's very strange. It's very strange, and it's kind of sad that like he was autistic, and then that Lori Vallow's kid there, JJ, was autistic, and it's like
Gannon had ADHD. JJ's autistic.
Oh yeah, ADHD. Yeah. Just preying on these kids. It's just terrible. But do you think that she sent those messages about Zelda and stuff like that to Al with the phone?
It's weird because there seems like there should be something, like they're not letting us know. There must have been a huge thing about this candle or whatever the heck she concocted. And then, she said, well, I'm going to punish him. He's not going to be able to play, right? His game. Because why would he just say, hi, buddy? And then he says, can I at least play Zelda? That's not like the conversation isn't flowing. He would say, hi, Dad, right?
Yeah, for sure. That would make sense to me too.
Yeah, so it's just weird unless they're leaving out a big part right there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird one. I'll have to keep listening to what you have to say. Maybe I'll get off here and let you go through that affidavit a little bit more. And
if you think of anything, why she would have had his phone or why it was very significant at 1:43 that she put that in there, and maybe that turned the whole thing around.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this one a little bit more. It's very, very interesting for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, thanks for calling in, Matt.
Thanks for everything.
Let me know.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Sounds good. Will do. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, so I doubt I've ever stayed up this late in your life, Kathy. Really? Oh my goodness. Well, Matt's a long time. Matt's been here a long time, Apple. You don't know Matt? Matt's called in before. Matt's a long time rambler. Hi, Chatty Kathy. It's useless trying to figure out why she did what she did. Why she brought it and left it. Nothing she does. So T had from 7 p.m. on the 28th. When she got the T1, she had from 7 p.m. until she dropped the key off at 9, and her daughter picked her up. And then she was at the car wash at around 11:30. And then she went to the sheriff's department at 12. And she was supposed to be there at 10. She was running late. So I think we'll probably stop there and try to figure out, think about that tonight. I'll be able to think about, sometimes I think about things at night and I have a eureka moment. I don't know. Why isn't my video? Oh, there it is. Okay. Definitely wasn't Gannon. Did I stop hopping? Who says something? Chantal? Yeah, it was Gannon. Who do you think it was? Who do you think it was, Chantal? Some say they label every child with ADD. Took psychology and nursing well before nursing. Took pre-house. I was in school 7 years. To the caller, T says, I didn't wake up. I wanted to throw. To the caller, T says, I didn't wake up. I wanted to throw perfect life away, yet she did. Hold on a second. You know what, Brissy girl? You know what, Brissy girl? Go back there. Nobody tells that creator what to do. Don't tell me what to do or what I'm doing because you don't even know me. All right? Go take a hike. All right, so we'll go and to Scooter, I'll show you the surprise tomorrow. I didn't get to get the video up. I forgot all about it, about doing the video, that I, not about the surprise. Surprise is here. Thanks, Matt. Prayers for your wife. Anna, good to see you. Hey, Amanda, love. A long walk off a short pier. Prissy girl. All right, so Teven says she had a good job and family and 2 cute dogs. It's ridiculous. All right, everybody, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Prayers for all that need them. Good night and stay well. Thank you to the moderators. See you guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye. Let's see, I've got to end Zoom.